Thanks, sweetie.
I've ruined everything, haven't I? They'll never accept us now.
Yes, they will, as long as you don't expect everything to happen at once. You're working yourself up into a right old state.
You were right. I should never have come with you this morning. You'd been much better off on your own.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure now. I was glad you were there in the end.
Were you? Honestly?
Yeah. Look, you know I've been dreading today. I don't let myself think about it too much or build it up into too much of an obstacle. I knew the tests would be all right. Oh, they were last time. I haven't had mumps or anything since, have I?
I just don't know what came over me.
Yeah, well, they're not going to forget us. They got our files and the doctor's already recommended us.
She'll probably take it back now.
No, she won't.
I'm going to apologise.
Glenn, why don't we just go on home? They'll let us know the results of the test.
I can't leave it like this, Kevin. She's got a bad impression of me. Look, come on. I'm going to ask her if she'll see me for a few minutes.
All right, if you must.
No, I want to go to Crossroads Motel first and then on to the station. New Street. Birmingham, yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Right, are you ready?
You ready for what?
I'm skipping my lunch to drive you to the station, remember?
Yes, well, I've got a taxi to do that. Thank you very much.
What have you done that for?
Why did you talk to the police about me and Paul Ross?
What police?
Oh, come on, don't pretend you don't know. That girl was here last night. I'm surprised she came to see me at all after what you said about me.
Listen, all Annette did here last night was have a quick cup of coffee and a chat about old times.
My old times, mine and Paul Ross's.
Oh, don't be daft. That's all over and done with,
Are you
isn't it?
saying she made the whole thing up, are you? Oh, that's very good. Yes, very good performance. The flat rate remembers how she shopped her pal.
I did not shop you, Diane. Your name came up somehow. His came up. It was just idle hen party
Resulting
chatter.
in some policewoman accusing me of writing a poison pen letter.
What is she on about? Poison pen
Why
letter?
did you
Nothing...
go out of your way to lie, Sharon?
How do you mean lie?
Why did you lie to her? You told her that I hated Paul Ross's guts when it's you. You're always talking about him. And here am I. I'm going up to Scotland to have the chance of a lifetime, and some stupid policewoman's going to come round accusing me of writing flipping poison pen letters. That's going to do a lot for my career, isn't it? It's going to put me right on top of the heap. A flipping scrap heap. That's my taxi. So you're on your own.
Well, come on, Di, come on,
And
come
listen
on.
to me, you.
What?
You can stay in this flat for as long as you want. But in 3 months' time, when I come back, you just make sure you've gone, OK? You've got 3 months.
Oh, dear.
Feel better now?
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to apologise. I'm sorry for getting in such a state.
That's all right, Mrs. Banks. You need that baby, and you're not going to let us stop you getting it. I don't blame you at all.
It's all right, then?
What?
Well, it's all going to go ahead. You're not going to tell them at the hospital or anything?
Not if you promise me it won't happen again. You'll be glad to know the result of your husband's test. It was fine. No problem there. So, just be patient.
Yes.
Well, goodbye. The very best of luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doctor.
Yeah, you've been marvellous.
You know, we could all be getting on with our own work, because I think he'll keep us waiting as a matter of principle.
Always had a soft spot for you.
What?
You just said he had principles. One, anyway.
Well, what is it?
It's a special meeting of the board of directors now that you're here.
Oh, then I'll vanish.
Why?
Because I'm not on the board of directors.
Even so, you're the only person I know who can control its most volatile member.
Stay, Valerie.
Only if you promise to behave.
I don't think we'll be at odds for a change, J. Henry. I've been on to the local council. They've confirmed a suspicion of Jill's. They're considering building a new bypass round the village. Part of it will go right through the motel grounds.
Well, we certainly are not at odds.
The council emphasise it is only a possibility. The surveyors are out, but only for a feasibility report.
All council feasibility reports end up one way. Feasible. To the council.
And the motion is carried before it's put.
What motion?
To fight it, dear thing.
Amendment. Fight it and win.
Next on the agenda, who is going to lead that fight?
Uh-oh.
I once considered standing for the local council myself, some time ago. I know quite a few people on it. So is it agreed that I make out a plan of action?
The only way to stop a bulldozer is to dig a hole too big for it to get out of once it's fallen in, and to do it without anyone noticing. So yes, David, you do the gentlemanly thing, inquire according to the book, object according to the book, and leave me to dig that hole right behind the council's back.
Sorry, but I think he is magnificent, really.
Well, the only thing that surprised me was that he didn't lose his temper once. Watch out, David. You never know. Could become a habit. Well, well, well. All chums together. I wonder how long that's going to last.
Paul.
Off to Scotland? Well, bon voyage.
No, will you hang
Well,
about?
we're very busy in the restaurant. I'm still on duty,
Yes,
Diane.
well, I'm going to miss my train if you don't let me speak. Now, a policewoman's been to see me. Has she seen you?
No.
Well, I should just watch out when she does, because you've been the subject of a poison pen
Why
letter.
should I watch out? Surely it's the writer of such a letter who should be afraid.
Well, the police seem to think that I'm the writer.
Why?
Because of our past relationship.
You're not going to make me believe that you should be so vicious about what was, after all, a very pleasant experience.
While it lasted.
What on earth made you implicate yourself by telling the policewoman?
I didn't. She already knew.
From whom?
From... Look, does it matter from whom? Everybody in the flipping building knew we were having an affair.
Well, that should teach you to boast. Bon voyage.
Hello, Diane.
Oh, Mr. Pollard, I just came to say goodbye.
Off to my little marina.
Yes, I'm getting the 12:40 train.
Well, it was good of you to drop in to say goodbye, but we'll probably meet up there in a week or two. I shall be looking over the marina from time to time, if only to see how well you are justifying my faith in your abilities.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid your faith in my abilities and my character is going to be quite severely tested at the moment.
How's that, Diane? Paul Ross been up to his tricks again?
No, but somebody seems to think I have.
You better come and have a drink, and perhaps catch a later train. Darling? Thank you. We'll need another. What'll you have, Diane?
Well, try this. It's what I usually have.
Oh, thanks.
Sit down, Diane. Everyone here, Diane, has been so against your leaving that the idea of doubting your character has never crossed my mind. Why should it cross yours? It disturbs you that my wife might join us. Would you rather I kept her out of this?
Well, I would if you didn't mind.
Oh, would you, rather I didn't join you?
Oh, what on earth gave you that idea? Do sit down.
Cheers.
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 My dear, Diane wishes me to examine her character. Well, women know women better than men do, so I'd be grateful for your assistance.
Of course. Right, well, I'm being suspected of having written a poison pen letter.
Suspected by who?
Paul Ross?
No, the police.
To whom was the letter written?
I don't know.
The policewoman didn't say?
No.
Well, then why should you think that she suspects you? I mean, if she had grounds to charge you, she would have to tell you.
Yeah, well, it's all tied up with a relationship I had with Paul Ross.
I don't understand this at all. Be specific, Diane.
I don't know who wrote the letter.
Diane, have you ever written a poison pen letter in your life?
No.
Of course you haven't. I know that. But I'm not quite sure that he knows that.
My dear, I just wanted an experienced woman's help. Now, Diane, drink up, and if you hurry, you'll just catch your train. And remember, my dear, that Paul Ross has affairs wherever he goes, and girls do get jealous.
You mean you didn't know? Nobody told us.
Well, that figures, doesn't it?
I assure you it's true.
Well, it's very nice, Mr. Banks. Very nice indeed, thank you.
Well, I hope you like the way things are being run here.
I'm sure I shall do.
Haven't got any changes in mind, anything?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Anything you have in mind, Mr. MacDonald?
Oh, no.
Or anything to improve the operation, so to speak?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, no.
Well, bear it in mind, and if you do come up with anything, remember, I'm always prepared to listen. Though, of course, it's only right you should speak to Miss Metcalfe first, and she'll pass all the necessary information on to me.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'd appreciate your cooperation in this.
Well, we got a good team.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed about the place. Where is Miss Metcalfe, by the way?
Well, she's gone to Brum today.
Oh?
They're with a petrol company.
Oh, yes. Does that take long?
Well, usually all the afternoon. Anything we can do?
No, I just want to see her on another matter. She does come back to the office, hmm?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, you don't have to worry. She does put the hours in.
I don't. Look, I don't know what time I'll be back, but would you ask her not to leave until I've seen her?
Yeah, can't do, no bother.
Right, thanks.
I bet she's over the moon that you're buying in, eh?
Well, she thought Pollard was going to be in, you see. That would have been curtains.
Curtains?
Phew, she'd have been off like a flash.
Hello, Wally. Oh,
Hello, Kath.
there's the evening paper.
Ah, thanks. Well, we'll see what they've got on offer tonight, eh? You know, I was thinking that about post office. They take on casuals, don't they?
Oh, only at Christmas time, and sometimes not even then.
Yeah.
Wally, are you sure they told you that job was filled, that night watchman?
Yes, of course.
Well, it seems funny to me that Mrs. Owen was under the impression that the offer was still open, you know, even after your interview.
Kath, don't you see?
No, I don't. I'm waiting for you to explain it to me.
They were trying to spare me feelings. They took one look at me, that's all, and said, oh, he's well past his prime. And I am, Kath. You know, I'm not kidding myself. They want somebody younger these days. I mean, people like me, my age, you know, they throw us out on the rubbish heap. You know, they just couldn't care less anymore.
So there's not much point in you applying for anything else, then, is there?
Well, now you come to mention it, I suppose there isn't.
Wally, have you even been near that warehouse?
Mum?
Hello, you dear, love. How'd you get on?
All right. We're still hopeful, aren't we?
It'll work out, Mum. Sure of it.
Touch wood.
Oh, that's good news, isn't it, Wally?
Wonderful.
You've got a one-track mind, Sid Hooper.
Yeah, shocking, isn't it? I must admit, though, Mac, I did slip up there badly. I don't mind admitting it.
How's that?
Well, I should have come up with some sort of hard luck story or other, you know.
He wasn't born yesterday, mate.
Yeah, I know, but he's a new broom, isn't he? And you know what they say, a new broom sweeps clean. And for a tenner all round, mate, this place could have been looking like a new pin.
Oh, fat chance.
Yeah, well, you leave him to me, mate. I'll work on him. I reckon he could do worse than putting in a taxi rank, you know, here.
Now, that's the whole idea of having a motel so the cars can come in, mate.
Yeah, but have you seen some of them nipping out of this bar at night, mate? Legless, they are. They've got to wait half an hour before any transport. A couple of wagons here, cars, make a bomb.
No, I can't see it.
It's an idea, isn't it? And that's what he wants, ideas, isn't it? That's what he's going to pay for. And if they go wrong, well, it's down to him, isn't it?
You're all heart, Sid. You know that?
Has he had a transplant?
Hey, cut that out.
What's he on about now, lad?
Some fella.
Who tell? Who?
Oh, no one you'd know. Fella down the pub. Bit slow in getting to his back pocket. Owes Mac and I half a, well, 6 or 7 pints already.
Right. Any phone calls?
No, nothing important.
Right.
You got anything to tell us?
Don't think so, why?
Oh, nothing. By the way, our new boss called in to see us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that, yes.
Oh, yes, that.
Yes, well, I was going to call you both in this morning, but I got sidetracked. And you had to go on that breakdown, didn't you? And I had to go to Birmingham.
It's all go, isn't it?
It's all go, yes. Mm. So what do you want?
You.
Don't mess about.
No, you straight. I mean, we asked him if we could do anything, but he said no, you, personally.
Said he'd be coming back.
When?
Didn't exactly say.
Yeah, but one thing he did say was he didn't want you up and off until he got here.
I see.
So he's going to be a bit of a slave driver, is he?
For that, Sydney, you have to have slaves.
Did you call for me, officer?
Mr. Poirot.
That's right. You're Sergeant Halls, aren't you?
Mr. Hunter said that a chalet would be put at my disposal for interviewing. Do you know which one it is? The receptionist doesn't appear to have been advised.
Well, such things are not quite under my jurisdiction, but Mrs. Harvey might be able to assist you.
I asked for you because it's your assistance the police require.
I see. Is the office free right now?
Yes, it is, Mr. Ford.
Thank you. If we don't take too long, we shouldn't be disturbed. Follow me, please.
I'm making inquiries about a document.
Yes, I know. Poison pen letter, I have been told.
By whom?
Its recipient is a member of the staff.
Then Miss Pollard has told you what the document alleges.
I don't know. It refers to me having slept with every passable-looking woman on the premises, and also with her mother.
Can you tell me why the letter was sent to Miss Pollard?
I'm not sure I quite understand your question.
Well, do you feel that the writer of the letter intended to destroy your standing with Miss Pollard?
Well, obviously.
What standing would the writer have thought you had? Well, in short, what was there to destroy?
Yes, well, we have a small love affair going on right now. As a matter of fact, we've just been to Paris for a couple of days together. I should imagine anyone who has not been to Paris may have gained an exaggerated idea of glamour.
Like a code trolley waitress?
Diane Hunter took it very badly when I broke with her. But I do not believe that she would write such a letter out of spite for Miss Pollard. Absolutely no.
Then who else might?
No one else might. Look, you're a good-looking woman. Forget the uniform. Ask yourself how often you have broken with a man, resented it, then became friends again. Platonic, as they say. Well, I managed to do that at least for the women I break with as a matter of courtesy.
Jealousy need not be the only motive. Well, who simply hates you enough to have done this?
When you went to see Diane Hunter, did she volunteer the information about herself and me, or did you go there already knowing it?
Already knowing it.
From whom? I see. Well, Sharon Metcalfe is your target then, not Diane Hunter. Sharon Metcalfe hates my guts, you see. Always has, and always will.